Hello everyone. Welcome to our English lesson for the A2 level. In this lesson, we will improve your vocabulary and practice listening skills. First, we will look at 15 words or expressions related to communication. Then, we will listen to 2 short texts using the new words. You can turn on subtitles in your language in the YouTube settings. Time codes are also available for this video. So let's start our lesson. 15 words and expressions about communication. Communicate. To share information, thoughts, or feelings with someone in speaking or writing. Example, I like to communicate with my friends online. Express feelings. To show or tell your emotions to others. Example, she often expresses her feelings through painting. Make fun of, to laugh at someone or something in a way that can be unkind. Example, it's not nice to make fun of someone because of how they dress. Greet, to say hello to someone or welcome them. Example, he greets his teacher every morning with a big smile. Complain about, to say that something is wrong or not satisfactory. Example, he always complains about the weather being too cold. Encourage, to give someone support, courage, or hope. Example, my coach encourages me to try my best at every game. Persuade, to convince someone to do something through reasoning or argument. Example, I persuaded my parents to let me go to the concert. Promise, to tell someone that you will definitely do or not do something. Example, she promised to call me as soon as she arrives home. Participate, to take part in an activity or event. Example, everyone in the class participated in the science fair. Tell a joke, to say something funny that makes people laugh. Example, he told a joke that made all of us laugh. Bring up, to start to talk about a particular subject. Example, she brought up a very interesting point during the meeting. Comment on, to give an opinion about something. Example, can you comment on this article for me? Get across, to successfully communicate ideas or what you are trying to say. Example, he got his point across during the debate. Tell off, to speak angrily to someone because they have done something wrong. Example, the teacher told him off for talking during the class. Tease, to playfully make fun of someone in a friendly way. Example, he likes to tease his sister about her funny hat. These words will help you improve your language level and expand your vocabulary. Let's practice using new words and work on our listening skills. Our first story is called The Surprise Party. Anna, Mike, and Sarah were good friends. Their friend John had a birthday soon. They wanted to plan a surprise party for him. They needed to communicate well to keep the secret. First, they met at Anna's house. They talked about what to do. Anna said, "We must make this special, John will love it." Mike agreed and added, "We can decorate the house with balloons and lights." Sarah was excited too. She had a great idea for a gift. They decided to keep everything secret. It was hard not to express feelings of excitement when they saw John. They had to be careful not to bring up the party when he was around. One day, John almost found out. He asked, "Why are you all whispering?" Mike quickly told a joke to distract him. John laughed and forgot about it. The day before the party, they decorated Anna's house. It looked amazing. Mike bought a big cake, and Sarah prepared a fun game. They also made a plan to greet John with a loud "surprise" when he arrived. On the day of the party, they all acted normal. John did not suspect anything. He even started to complain about his birthday. He said, "I think you all forgot my birthday." They felt bad but had to keep the secret. When John arrived at Anna's house, they all shouted, "Surprise!" John was very happy. He did not expect it at all. They had fun playing games and eating cake. Anna, Mike, and Sarah were glad their plan worked. During the party, Mike tried to persuade John to dance. John did not like dancing, but he agreed. Mike teased John about his dance moves, making everyone laugh even more. Everyone participated in the dancing and games, making it a lively event. Sarah decided to encourage John by joining him in the dance and complimenting his efforts, which made him feel more comfortable. Then, some of the guests started to make fun of John's old college hat. John laughed along, but Mike saw it wasn't all in good fun. Mike told off those making fun, reminding everyone that jokes should always be kind. Then, John stood up and said, "I have a surprise for you too." Everyone was curious. John went to his car and came back with a big box. He opened it, and inside were small gifts for each of them. John smiled and said, "I promise to always be such a great friend." Anna, Mike, and Sarah were surprised. They did not expect John to have a surprise for them. They thanked him and hugged him. It was a special moment. Later, Sarah commented on how kind John was. Mike agreed and said, "This was the best birthday party ever." Anna smiled and said, "Yes, and it was not just a surprise for John, but for all of us." They all learned that giving and receiving surprises made them feel close. They promised to always support each other. The party was a great success, and everyone went home happy. That night, Anna thought about the day. She was glad they could keep the secret and make John happy. She also felt special because of John's surprise. It was a birthday they would all remember. In the end, they realized that friendship was the best gift. They knew they could always count on each other. The surprise party was not just about celebrating a birthday, but also celebrating their friendship. Mike was able to get across the importance of friendship and surprises at the party.
Our second story is called The New Neighbor. For this story, we will change the speaker's voice. This will help you understand different people better in the future. Tom was a young man. He moved to a new neighborhood. It was a quiet and nice place. He was happy, but also a bit nervous. He wanted to make new friends and communicate with his neighbors. One day, Tom met his next-door neighbor, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith was an old man. He always smiled and waved at Tom. Tom decided to greet him and said, "Hello, Mr. Smith. How are you?" Mr. Smith smiled and replied, "Hello, Tom. Welcome to the neighborhood." Tom wanted to express feelings of happiness to Mr. Smith. He said, "I am happy to be here. Everyone seems nice." Mr. Smith nodded and said, "Yes, it is a good place. You will like it here." But at night, Tom heard strange noises. Someone was building something. It was loud and Tom could not sleep. The next morning, he decided to complain about it. He went to Mr. Smith and said, "Did you hear the noise last night? It was very loud." Mr. Smith smiled and said, "Yes, I heard it. It is our new neighbor, Mr. Brown. He is always working on something." Tom was curious. He wanted to know what Mr. Brown was building. Tom decided to talk to Mr. Brown. He saw him in the yard and went over. He said, "Hello, Mr. Brown. I am Tom, your new neighbor. What are you building?" Mr. Brown looked up and said, "Hello, Tom. I am building a surprise for everyone." Tom tried to persuade Mr. Brown to tell him more, but Mr. Brown just smiled and said, "You will see soon. It is a good surprise." Tom liked to participate in neighborhood activities. He went to a meeting and brought up the issue of the noise to the neighbors. They all laughed and said, "Mr. Brown is always building something, but his surprises are always nice." One day, Tom saw Mr. Brown working again. He decided to help. He said, "Can I help you, Mr. Brown?" Mr. Brown was happy and said, "Yes, you can help me." They worked together, and Mr. Brown told Tom a joke. They both laughed. Tom teased Mr. Brown about how he always seems to be up to something mysterious in his backyard. Mr. Brown also told Tom not to tell anyone about the surprise. He said, "Promise me you will not tell anyone." Tom promised and kept the secret. One evening, the noise was very loud. Tom was tired and wanted to sleep. He felt like he wanted to tell off Mr. Brown, but he remembered his promise. Instead, he decided to wait and see the surprise. The next day, Mr. Brown invited everyone to see his work. He showed them a beautiful garden. It had many flowers, trees, and a small pond. Everyone was happy and surprised. Tom was very impressed. Mr. Brown commented on how much he loved the neighborhood and wanted to give something back. He said, "I wanted to make a place where we can all relax and enjoy." Everyone thanked Mr. Brown for his hard work. Tom decided to encourage Mr. Brown by telling everyone how hard he had worked and how much it meant to the community. Tom learned a lot from this experience. He learned to be patient and understanding. He also learned that sometimes good things take time. The garden became a special place for everyone. Tom and Mr. Brown became good friends. They often worked together in the garden. Tom was glad he did not make fun of Mr. Brown or get angry. He realized that Mr. Brown was a kind and thoughtful person. The neighborhood became even better with the garden. People came there to relax, talk, and enjoy nature. Tom was happy to be part of such a wonderful community. In the end, Tom understood that Mr. Brown's noise was not a problem but a gift. He was thankful for the new friendship and the beautiful garden. It was a surprising and happy ending for everyone. Tom managed to get across how much he appreciated Mr. Brown's effort and creativity. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining us in this vocabulary and listening lesson. I hope you found it interesting and learned something new. Subscribe to the channel to improve your English with us. In our videos, we use different speakers for voiceovers. This will help you understand different people more easily. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and take care of yourself.